Hello, hello, hello. My name is Troy White. I'm with Hoodoo Financial, and we're going to talk some more finance today. Um, there's a question that was posed to me, and I want to just dive into it a little deeper. The question was, um, why does money seem to like some people more than it does others? And I'm sure most, if not all of you, can relate to that question because when you don't have the money, it feels like you're the only one who doesn't have it. When you have a need that you can't fill, it feels like you're the only one, facing this type of situation, and things always go better for them over there than it does for us over here. So why is that? Well, uh, here's some practical things to think about. So money goes where it's invited and it only stays where it is welcome. So, what do we do to invite money, and how do we get it to feel welcome with us at our house? Okay, so how do we invite money? You invite money by creating the circumstances that attracts dollars and and that and making a comfortable home for your money. What would be a comfortable home for your money? That would be bank accounts, investment accounts, um, insurance, insurance policies, any finance related tool that is designed for and meant to increase your wealth. That is how you invite the money to you. You create a circumstance where money doesn't have to just pass straight through you. Is generally what's up. So meaning, you make $1,000, you keep the thousand in your pocket because you're gonna pay $1,000 worth of bills tomorrow, right? Well, that's not inviting money, and it's not creating any place for it to feel welcome. So the more you have engaged in financial planning or investment planning, have some sort of investment plan, you're going to end up with more money, more resources than you currently need to fulfill your day-to-day living. And that is when money starts to feel welcome in your house, meaning in your accounts. And so you have to create conditions that invite riches to your life. So, riches must be uh, feel welcome. So the conditions that create riches is those of a consistent, regular investor. And you can't become a consistent, regular investor by buying a stock here or there sometime. You have to be building a portfolio of assets. And how do you do that? You're going to have to use dollar cost averaging and portfolio building accounts. And what does that mean? Dollar cost averaging means that on a set day of the month, whatever it is, if, let's say you get paid on the first, well, on the fifth of every month, X amount of $100 are going from your bank account to your investment account automatically. And whether you thought about it or not, it's going to happen because you set it up that way. Okay, what happens once the money is in your investment account? The, there must be automation set up to invest those dollars on a regular basis, on a monthly basis. And that is the portfolio building aspect of it. All right. But you must also have the knowledge to recognize opportunities where others see nothing or they see a problem. And this is very, very common. If you are someone who is striving towards any sort of success in any sort of thing, you're going to have naysayers. In general, it's people who care about you, but they don't have the knowledge to recognize the opportunity or the knowledge to see anything other than a problem, because hey, they only have the lens that they have. They can only see through their own eyes, and their eyes have seen circumstances not go right, and they just want to tell you, hey man, that thing didn't work for me when I tried it. That's a bunch of BS. And you know to them, they're giving you good solid advice, but that's how it worked for them. And that's because of some things that they did or did not do to ensure success. So you have to be able to have the knowledge to recognize opportunities. Um, there's a saying that opportunity, let's see, be prepared for opportunity. It's better to be prepared for opportunity and that opportunity never arrives than for the opportunity to come at you and you not be prepared for it, because you're going to have to let it go by. And you're going to say, oh, that was my chance right there. So how about you just be prepared for the opportunities that'll come your way? And I can tell you they will come your way. How? Because you're going to be looking for them, because you're going to have the knowledge to recognize the opportunities. Opportunities are passing in front of us all day, every day, but they're not tuned to the frequency that uh, that is us, or vice versa. We are not tuned to the frequency that opportunity is coming on. So we're looking for your opportunity, not just an opportunity. So again, you have to have the knowledge. What type of opportunity you're looking for? What you have to know what your goals are, and what your current circumstances are, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So create conditions for success, and seek opportunities. That is how you advance and build wealth. That's how money starts to like you, is because conditions for how do you create conditions for success? That's pretty easy. We just talked about your knowledge, right? Up your game, up your knowledge on your career, on your hobbies, and I would even say on everything. So this is how you prepare for opportunity. You don't know where it's coming, so be prepared to catch whatever ball is coming your way. You could throw it down if you don't like it, but you got to be able to catch it first. So create conditions for success. That means improve yourself, monetarily, um, you know, uh, education wise, and those conditions that we talked about that surround you in your life, those conditions of having the bank accounts and investment accounts, and having a rainy day fund, because problems will arise. But being prepared for opportunities also means being prepared um, for problems, um, because they're going to come up. We know that already. So having a rainy day fund will stop you from dipping into your investment accounts. It'll prevent you from putting your investing on hold, because you have the resources over here in your rainy day fund to handle the current emergency. All right, so what are the conditions that invite wealth to you? They say that you're only as going to be as successful as your five closest friends. And that really can be stated as the five people you are most commonly around. So that would, because we don't necessarily consider coworkers as our friends, but you're around them more than your friends. So their actions and activity is going to rub off on you. So, you know, just keep that under advisement. But so the conditions that's going to invite wealth to you are your actions. You got to be taking actions, and part of your actions is where you go, what your hobbies are, and where you go to practice that hobby. Well, those, if you want to be successful, if you want money to come to you, well, what field is it that you're in that you want money to come to you in? Go where that's at. Even if it just means you got to go sit on the sideline and watch other people succeed. Well, you got to sit and watch so that you'll know what to do when you get in that circumstance. You'll know how to get in that circumstance. You'll have to be around folks who you can interview. When I say interview, just asking a question. Hey, bruh, how did you do that? Hey, ma'am, how did you get in this situation? Just a simple question is all it takes. So those are how you're going to invite wealth. Those are how you're going to create those conditions. But it starts with knowledge, preparation, and action. That's really all we've been talking about. You have to improve your knowledge on whatever area it is that you're going into. And in addition to that, you need to, once you get the knowledge on what it takes to succeed in your field, you have to begin the preparation. And so get whatever credentials you need, get that knowledge that you need, get the equipment that you need, the clothing, the supplies that you're going to need for that field, or that, even if it's entrepreneurship, there's a way you're going to have to prepare. And then it's the action. Action speaks louder than words. There's nothing that's going to be able to achieve without you taking action. It's not going to come knock on your door and jump on you. Success don't work that way. It's indifferent. It don't care nothing about you. It only like you if you like it. So you have to be knowledgeable, make the preparations, and take the actions. And that's what makes success and money start to fall in love with you and want to come to you. So activity in these three areas of knowledge, preparation, and action is what differentiates the rich and the poor, the haves and the have-nots, poverty and prosperity. If you do not gain the knowledge, prepare for your success, and take actions in the direction toward that success, then you're on the poor side. You're on the side of the have-nots. You're on the side of poverty, because you simply don't do those three things. And those three things, really, you can do them on your own. You don't need nobody else. Knowledge, preparation, and action. These things don't necessarily take money. You can gain knowledge without spending money. You can make preparations without spending money. And you can take actions without spending money. Eventually, for you to get to the level of success you want, for money to start liking you back, you're going to have to spend. And so, it takes money to make money. So just keep that in mind. So the rich, remember this, rich folks cannot accumulate wealth without the cooperation of the poor people in society. So that means for me to be rich, some folks have to be willing to be poor. And willing means they have to have a poverty mindset. They are taking their knowledge level is poor. They did not prepare for any success. And they did not take actions towards being successful. That's what a poor person is. There's an acronym for poor: passing over opportunity repeatedly. That's what it, POOR, passing over opportunities repeatedly. And I did that a lot, and it makes me sick to my stomach every time I think about the opportunities I passed over. But I ain't gonna. I try not to do that ever, and that's what poor is: opportunity. Not being. How you gonna pass over opportunity? Because you wasn't prepared, because you wasn't knowledgeable, and because you didn't take action. That's the reasons we do it. And so remember, for a person to be rich, he or she is going to be knowledgeable, is going to be prepared, and it takes action. But on the flip side of the coin, someone else, multiple people, did not improve their knowledge, did not prepare for success, and are not taking action. And that's how they are consuming what I'm producing. So, or in your case, others will consume what you produce. So a consumer is more likely to be on the poor side. On the poor side, you don't have to be poor all the time, but it is you consuming, you're not producing, you're not creating something. You need an abundance. You won't have abundance unless you create abundance, unless your routine it, your routine results in an abundance of whatever it is you're trying to make. Money is what we really trying to get it to. Abundance of whatever you create. That thing that you create can be sold and turned into money. So it's just a matter of which side of the coin you're going to be on. You're going to be on the poor side, or you're going to be on the wealthy side. All right, so to gain wealth, you must gain knowledge. You must have a plan, and you have to take risk. Again, this is the same thing we've just been saying. I'm saying it over and over a different way. You got to gain knowledge. You have to have a plan. Plan is preparation. Preparation and planning, almost one and the same. He who fails to plan plans to fail. So we have to prepare for success. So we don't want an opportunity to come our way and we didn't plan for it and wasn't prepared for it. And we have to take risks. There's a risk reward trade-off. You can sit on your couch and comfortably and collect Social Security. Hey, what's the problem? There's no problem. You'll have food and shelter, and just sit there and do that. But if you want more in your life, then you're going to have to take risks. It's a risk reward trade-off. A risk that you got to get up off that couch. You're going to be a little less comfortable than you previously was when you was chilling on the couch. So gain knowledge, make a plan, and take some risks. But to be poor, you have to abdicate your time, your freedom, and your decision making. Think about that. Rich people are going to go out, gain knowledge, make plans, prepare for opportunities, and take action. A poor person don't need to do none of that. They're going to give their time to be run by someone else, an employer, or somehow, some way, their time is being given up. And the other thing, their freedom is given up along with that time. Those go together. And if someone is taking away your freedom and your time, that means they must make the decisions for you. So poor people, your time is not yours, your freedom is not yours, and your decisions are not yours. You're beholden to the government or somebody else to run your life for you. So money passes around, passes through, and goes right past poor people on its way to a wealthy person who invited the wealth to them. It's not just going to pass by to run to the wealthy person for nothing. It's because they created the conditions, they made the preparations, and they invited wealth to them. So money goes where it's invited, and it's only going to stay where it's welcome. It's food for thought. Thanks for listening. Holla.